Are you excited to be here?
My connection to Lakeshore started when I was really young, and Mom took me to the first camp, Mommy and Me.
I think it's so crucial to have those places like Lakeshore where we feel a connection to rest and Sabbath.
I have met some of my best lifelong friends at Lakeshore, and probably the most important one is Wade.
Lakeshore changes lives in more ways than I can count.
Lakeshore is a second home. It's where you develop friendships and relationships that carry all throughout your life.
It's just a special place. It's hard to describe.
I'm not sure it's sound theology, but as you live, there are places where it feels like God spends more time than other places, and Lakeshore feels like one of those places.
I see God in all the campers that come through. I see God all over the place at Lakeshore.
I think I see God most in the work the people do. Not only the counselors, but the maintenance people and the staff. All of it just surrounded by these woods, and it's kind of a safer place.
Seeing the stars at night and remembering that God made all of this and that God made us, and God loves everything God made.
Camp Bluebird is a camp for adult cancer patients. 25 years ago, Lakeshore became our site for Camp Bluebird. The planning committee came to Lakeshore one day in October when the leaves couldn't have been any prettier and the sun was shining on the water, and they got out of their vehicle and said, "This is the place."
Lakeshore has definitely had a huge impact on me personally in my life. I'm not at all the same person I was when I was first on staff in 2006. And a huge part of that growth has come through the people here at camp.
Lakeshore provides the environment, I think, where people feel open to change.
One lady, at the end of the 3 days, she said, "I didn't know that there was any kind of love like this that I've experienced this week."
I've had the privilege the last several years of participating in the interviews for the summer staff. These are young people who have been campers, volunteer counselors. The first question that we ask is, where are you in your faith? And I have been just so impressed with the answers from these young people who have such deep, abiding faith. They attribute this to their time at Lakeshore.
It's part of their spiritual journey. It's part of their growth as young boys and girls to young men and women. And to see them in the church, they typically, a lot of times, are the youth that are leaders in the church. Perhaps it's pastors, youth ministers, music directors, all sorts of different leadership positions that they've had some connection to Lakeshore.
We're very blessed in that we've been able to send our children to Lakeshore. I know the difference it's made in my children's lives, but I know there's a lot of children who would not have this opportunity if it were not for people giving their money and the scholarships that are provided.
I believe that Lakeshore needs the support of our entire conference.
A lot of our pastors were converted at Lakeshore as teenagers.
Because of all the wonderful things that Lakeshore has done for so many, I want Lakeshore to be around for a long time and for generations to come.
For me, Lakeshore has blessed my life in so many ways. We give in order to be a blessing to God and to bless the lives of others.
Lakeshore is an organization And like all organizations, it needs funds in order to survive.
We're becoming a year-round camp. It's not just a summer camp. We need permanent staff, and we're using our facilities.
It's also important to give money to Lakeshore to allow Lakeshore to grow, to add new resources, to add on things that make the camp experience even better.
We've decided to significantly financially support Lakeshore and to help the ministries, to help the infrastructure, to help so much of Lakeshore what it does.
I think it's just part of our Christian duty and responsibility.
It certainly is. You know, I think one of the things that God expects us to do on this earth is grapple with how much of what God gives us we keep and how much of what God gives us we do something with. Certainly, Lakeshore is a worthy place.